Hello and welcome to my first real model railroading video. I thought of something I could do that would kind of combine a layout progress update and do a useful how-to thing, and that's the main idea of this video, and it is choosing realistic vehicles for your railroad. And I'll be going through different eras and stuff like that, and specialized vehicles like emergency and construction vehicles. So let's get started. First off, the layout update, not much has changed. I have laid some track and ballasted part of it, and it's wired and put the station in place. There's some stuff down there. But anyway, back to the video. The how-to. So the thing is, when you're choosing vehicles for your railroad, you want to be mindful of the era that you're choosing. You can have vehicles from before the era that your layout is set in, but after is not usually a good idea for realism. So we're starting here in the 40s and earlier, and we have several vehicles from that era. Most of them I have a few industrial vehicles because, they don't usually buy new vehicles very often. Starting on from right to left, we have a classic Metal Works 1941 Chevy, I think. Pretty sure it's Chevy. And it's a tanker truck. And then again from there, that same line of vehicles is the just regular pickup truck. Then we have a Woodland Scenics coal truck, an Athearn Model A, Classic Metal Works 32 Ford two-door, and a Classic Metal Works 35 white tractor. White is the company, not the color. Now, I don't know if all these are still available, but they were when I bought them, so I have them. And you can find these easily on eBay, or if I'm sure your hobby dealer will have something like that. Moving on to the most popular era is the 50s. Now, I have way more vehicles for this era, mostly because, well, it's kind of the era I model, kind of switch between the 50s and 60s, and it's just the most popular, so the most available are from the 50s and 60s. So, let's see, we go left to right this time. We have, in the 50s, you have a great assortment of generic and real vehicles. This one we've got a Classic Metal Works Greyhound bus, Cena Cruiser bus, a 57 Bel Air. The little yellow car is a taxi by Walter Seamaster, and I believe his now was Lifelike when I got it. Then we have three Classic Metal Works 1950. In the center is a Dodge Meadowbrook. The light blue car is a DeSoto, and the gray blue car is a Plymouth. And the 50s, there's also a great assortment of foreign cars. In the center is a 56 Volvo by Burkina, which is imported by Walthers. And there's Bush vehicle there is the red Buick is a 1950 Buick. And there's another Lifelike vehicle and a Chevy Corvette. And then there's another vehicle, and then we have some more industrial vehicles, some Santa Fe work vehicles, a taxi, and some other trucks there. Then in the 60s, there's just a great assortment of vehicles there too. There's the Volkswagens on the left, a Ford Fairlane on the right. That's a 59 Fairlane, but it's really a 60s car. And there's a 65 Ford Mustang. How could I leave that out? And there's again a 59 Ford A cabover. That's, like I said, it's a 59, but it's really a 60s vehicle. So that's pretty much does it for the era specific. Well, except for the modern era. And I'll bring a couple vehicles out. I don't really have very many modern era vehicles because that's not my era, but I'll bring a couple out anyway. Athearn made several kits of these, and they make ready-to-run ones now too. That was you won't find one like that because I kit bashed that one from a couple of kits and some scratch-built parts. Model Power has a good assortment of big rigs. You know, that cab has multiple trailers. Viking, a German company, has some German vehicles. You'll find those here too. Lima made some. That's a Fiat trailer, tractor here. And this is a MAN vehicle. Again, I believe it's Viking that made it. And an Athearn ready-to-roll vehicle. Ready to roll. And it's just a cement mixer, Mack, I believe. So that pretty much does it. And then you have, like, from big rigs to enormous rigs. And if you have those, it's very difficult to fit on your layout. So this one's at least a foot long, so be careful. Now, as for emergency vehicles, there are, again, quite a few, but it's a specialized field, so maybe not quite the selection. Some of these are not manufactured anymore. I'm just not sure. That's a classic Metalworks 61 Chevy Impala. From the modern era, a Florida Highway Patrol State Trooper vehicle. Hey, that's where I live. A 56 Ford F100 panel truck. 54 Ford emergency panel truck, and another 54 Ford emergency panel truck in the ambulance scheme. Now, the other topic I was going to mention was construction vehicles. I'll do that briefly. You have the cement mixer. Then, there's so many of them. There's front end loaders, and I use a Talca one just for fun. A scooper there. Bulldozers, and that's just a tractor, but then you've got road graders. I mean, there's just so much out there. So I hope you can use my tips to your advantage. If you have any questions, please comment at the end of the video, and I will get to them in the next video or as soon as I can. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.